Hi there everyone, thanks for visiting. This video has been on the back burner for months, but having a full-time job, planning a wedding and getting married has seriously hindered it in getting done in a timely fashion. I'm sure that most of you would know who the Spiffing Brit is, and he's probably one of the reasons you're even watching this video now. But for those of you unfamiliar with him, he is a content creator who specialises in making videos that highlight game exploits, and he takes great delight in breaking them. He creates highly entertaining content, often playing games in a manner that the game developers definitely did not intend. So what does this have to do with Dick Splash, I hear you ask? Well, there's the story. So one fateful day, Spiff decided that he would give the game Marble World a trundle. Now this is a game I never thought that I'd ever be interested in, but because of this video I bought it and found that it was actually quite addictive, and I've sunk numerous hours into it. Anyway, I will put the link into the description so you can watch this race for yourself. He commissioned a creator named Ood to create him the ultimate track. A track that would take the best part of 20 minutes to complete and leave many a marble fallen along the wayside. To demonstrate Ood's masterpiece, and I'll put this video in the description as well, Spiff then painstakingly labelled each marble with the name of each of his Patreon supporters, Dick Splash among them. Then he really upped the ante by offering cash prizes for the victor and minor places. Now obviously my name is not Dick Splash, but it is rather the name of my Patreon account. Dick Splash actually dates back to the first online census that Australia held in 2016. One of my friends who wishes to remain anonymous filled out his census with the name Dick Splash, not his real name either, and thus the name entered into pretty much every game we ever played, particularly our very politically incorrect Australian database for Football Manager. Now, back to the story. Call it fate, but not only was Dick a part of the 410 contestants of this great race, Spiff was to draw due attention to him before the race began.
Or the legendary speed champion known as Dick Splash.
Sitting at home after a long day at work, this brought a smile to my face, and that of my now wife. How she puts up with me I have no idea, but I'm glad she does. As the race continued, it was pretty clear for all to see that Dick, while being seen from time to time, was nowhere near the leaders. But then this happened.
And also, I don't know how this has happened, but Dick Splash is actually technically at the finish line. I mean, I'm not allowed to count this, but basically what's happened here is somehow the legendary Dick Splash, who is on fire, I don't know how, has managed to, what I can only presume is hit this section of wood here going at like 7,000 miles an hour, bounce over this gigantic wooden wall that I built to stop this, and then land perfectly right here. I don't know how, but okay. Dick Splash, I'm afraid I have to disqualify you, which basically just means I kill you. Rest in peace, Dick Splash. He gets to sit on the chair of death. Oh, Dick Splash. I can't believe him. The cheekiest boy. No cheating allowed in my marble races, okay? No cheating.
Now, this was one of the most ironic things I've seen on YouTube. A man who specialises in finding exploits in games and exploiting them to their fullest extent then disqualifies a competitor for finding an exploit in one of his games. Before we go any further, it must be said that I had no influence on this at all. It was just a bunch of ones and zeros aligning in perfect harmony, or maybe disharmony would be better, depending on who you ask, I guess. I thought it was very funny at the time, but didn't pay too much mind to it until I checked my Patreon messages and saw Spiff's email. Then I checked the comment section, and the outrage really made my day, to be honest. Justice for Dick Splash seemed to be a common thread. It even continued on in Reddit. It was hilarious. So let me just say a huge thank you to all of those of you who did have something to say on Dick's behalf. It was a great read, and I have tried to put some of those comments in here for you guys to have a look at as well. To Spiff's great credit, he reached out and did offer me a prize, which was greatly appreciated. He is definitely a creator who thinks well of his community and treats them accordingly. So that is the story of Dick Splash's 15 minutes of fame. It was a great ride and one of the funnier moments of the last few years for me. So in honour of that, I've decided to create a track in Marble World and run a race to commemorate this landmark event. So stay tuned to the channel and I'll upload that one shortly. Have a great day everyone.